In Buzz, each type of activity has very similar settings. For example, if I click Add an Activity, all of these type of activities have common types of settings that they can set. For example, if I click Assignment, in all of them you will need to give it a title. And in each you could also change the thumbnail for that activity. To change the thumbnail, click Upload Image, and then choose the file. Also in each is the content. Here I can give instructions for this activity. I can also add links, images, videos, embedded content, equations, and tables if needed. If I wanted to add a course resource rather than adding some instruction, I would simply choose Course Resource, and for example, it could be a PDF, an HTML, or an HTML that I would be able to upload and it would embed directly in this activity. I could choose a website as well to embed, or a Google Doc. In the settings area, I would most likely have a due date that I could choose for each type of activity. I would give the start and the end date. I'd also be able to allow submissions if I choose, or to give a grace period. If I make this gradable, I would have to choose the submission type. So for this activity, it's an assignment, but you may not have the submission type if it's an assessment. So you'll need to pay attention to the details based on the activity. You also could submit objective mastery, which you could choose an objective to tie to this activity. You could choose a badge if those are available for you. You could choose any metadata if the domain is set up for metadata. Under the advanced activity options, this will mark it complete when you have chosen one of the three: submits the activity, receives the score, or receives a passing score. You can also choose students must complete this activity before continuing on to the next. You could change the location from here as well. Under the advanced gradebook options, I can hide this score until a certain date. I can set a passing score. I can drop this score from a calculated course score, include these activity scores in the final grade calculation, require a passing score for course credit, or treat as zeroed in the gradebook until this activity is scored. Under visibility and access, I can choose who I want this to be visible to. I can hide from the table of contents. I can block access until the student completes another activity. If I choose this, I can choose the activity that they will need to complete before they have access to this activity. I can require a passing score for gradability for mastery. I can block access until the student masters objectives. I can block student access until a specified date, or I can enter a password that the students must enter to access this activity. These are all common settings you're going to see no matter the type of activity you create.